Hey guys, how are we doing? Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another video. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit different. I've had a lot of thoughts recently about where I think value is in the market, and I do genuinely think there's a lot of different areas that we can find value right now. I just want to get into all of that. I'm not going to break down recent price action too much because essentially what I just think is happening is the market's just trying to work out what's going on with the new American administration. I don't think this price action is a true reflection of what I think is coming next. As I said, I did a complete breakdown the other day of exactly what I think is coming next. I think the market's about to rip upwards. We might have a few days, if not a week, of chopping about, but supposedly Friday is going to be good for like the industry in terms of regulation in the US. Let's see. That is not part of this video. This video is about where I think value is in the market, and I want to get this across because there's a lot of thoughts going on in my mind right now. So I'm going to talk about XRP, but it's going to be the last thing I talk about in this video because there's other things that I want to talk about where a potential value, and I'm going to bring it all together and include XRP at the end because I think it's important to get through everything that I want to talk about. And I'm going to keep looking to my right because I've made notes on my phone. So essentially, one of the first things I want to talk about, and I think I made a tweet about it yesterday. I talked about it a little. But the first thing is ETH. ETH is really taking a battering right now. It's taking a battering left, right, and center, and has been for a while in terms of sentiment. In fact, yesterday they created a second ETH foundation because people are losing faith in Vitalik, right? And the token's pretty much holding strong at around 3,000. This doesn't mean it couldn't come down and retest the top of this range here, which it definitely could in the 2,700 2,400 region. I've also seen respected analysts like Credible Crypto say the ETH Bitcoin pairing has come down essentially to where he thought it was going to come down to, where like in a good value area. He's talking about this area here, and I haven't actually assessed that too much. I've mainly just watched the sentiment, and then I have checked this chart, but I haven't done too much analysis on it. And when I say checked, I mean like I can clearly see just by looking for 2 seconds that it's low against Bitcoin at the minute. So there's probably an opportunity there if you're looking at dollar cost averaging, getting into ETH, because the upside against Bitcoin for an all-time high is 400% at this point. So that is something to consider, especially when we look at how the chart's been holding up in terms of price action. Does that mean it can't capitulate? No. But one of the things that I would say is when sentiment is this low about any asset, whether you like ETH or not, this is not about what we like. It's about what I think is where I think there's value. And I think there is value in ETH here. Having said that, I do think, and I'm going to reiterate this, that I've said multiple times, I said it in the newsletter and I've said it on my YouTube channel, I think ETH DeFi probably outperforms ETH as a beta play. So if you want to really try and lock in on those multipliers, maybe things like CRV, which I know again Cred talks about a lot. Another one is Aave, which actually has been blasting off quite well to the upside anyway. So is it a time to get in an Aave here? I don't know. I personally hold SushiSwap, which I also think is going to be decent. Any ETH DeFi in and around those areas probably do pretty well. As well as that, recently, we've seen a bit of a resurgence in NFTs. We saw Pudgy Penguins go absolutely mental and people were airdropped over $100,000. I think today, Azuki is dropping Anime token and people are expected to receive about $20,000 minimum per NFT that they hold. And then off the back of that, obviously they've been bid up in value, and Bored Apes have been bid up a little bit as well, off the back of some murmurs in the Bored Ape Discord that people who hold the land and the apes in general, and potentially the dogs, may be getting some sort of reward. So there is life coming back into NFTs, and NFTs are another one that I think will probably outperform ETH over time this cycle. They're beta plays on ETH, and so if you think ETH's going to do well and you want to take more risk, maybe look into ETH DeFi and ETH NFTs. So that's ETH. Now, going on to Solana. Solana is another one. I personally don't love Solana, like for one reason or another. Maybe I'm a bit salty because I didn't buy the bottom when I said I was going to. Also, I think that the only thing that Solana's really done so far, obviously it does, it is faster than ETH and the smart contract capability like ETH has. But the only thing it's really been successful for so far, and this coming from a complete noob, but it's successful for is memes. But having said that, Donald Trump has launched his meme coin on Solana, and Melania Trump has also launched her meme coin on Solana, and they went to massive values, currently sitting at 35 billion fully diluted market cap for Donald Trump's meme, which means there's a lot of liquidity sitting in Solana memes right now, with Melania going to 2.7 billion. and there's a lot of liquidity there. And what we're seeing also is the GOAT token and Fartcoin AI actually took 20 million of liquidity off the table, which made people sell out of Fartcoin. So all the people who have made racks in Fartcoin, Goatcoin, Trump, and Melania, sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing this, but whoever's made all that money is going to be sitting in Sol ready for other memes. And that's why we're seeing the things like the rise of Vine token today, pumped all the way up to like $250 million market cap in a day. We've got John McAfee being active on Twitter again with a potential AI token coming from his wife. And I think you're going to see that as a recurring theme, just as people are sitting in a lot of Solana because they've done very well out of things like Trump coin, which incentivize a lot of outside liquidity to come into the chain and the ecosystem. We'll probably see that rotate around. So that's something I'm thinking about with Solana. Another thing I'm potentially looking at is Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin is probably a bit of a no-brainer this cycle. I don't actually hold any, but Doge, with Elon being a part of the US government, with X payments potentially incoming, we've not heard much about that for a while. I think Doge is at retracement levels now. It's still pretty quiet in regards to like how high it is / like what I think the potential opportunity here is for Doge. It only takes Elon to get back on the bandwagon, and it probably pushes up towards Fibonacci retracement levels, maybe topping out towards $3 this cycle, which is a 10x from here. Potentially. That's what I'm looking out there with Doge. I do think there's an opportunity. And finally, XRP. XRP ETH looks really good, and this is why I was coming to XRP at the end, because I was talking about how there's value in ETH, but I think XRP ETH is one of the best charts in crypto right now, and if I'm correct on that, that means XRP is going to massively outperform ETH, even if ETH outperforms Bitcoin, so the value probably still stays in XRP. I also think if we look at the XRP hourly chart, the structure of the short-term movements that we're having right now for XRP looks very similar to what we've just broken out of. Let me just take us back and just take the drawings off. If what we see happen is we have a bottom and then a flush out bottom. This time it doesn't actually make a lower low, but then we come back and we back test this area here. I think it's more clear on the 4 hour than it is there on the hourly. Let me just show you. So we had this like this engulfing candle, weird structure at the bottom, and then we've kind of got the same now, and I'll take you to this. It's on a shorter term time period. We have the one low, and then we come back and we have a secondary low, and then potentially we come down into this area here around $3 and then push off from there. So I've actually got some bids in at $3 on XRP for a potential long opportunity, because I think the structure looks similar against like versus the US dollar, like a bull flag into a bull flag. And I think that it looks better than ETH in terms of, I just think ETH to XRP chart looks like XRP is bullish. But then the final thought is, are XRP memes a buy here? Because I've been adding to my XRP meme portfolio, and I think if XRP goes up, memes probably outperform XRP. It's more risky, but they're a beta play on XRP. Similar to how ETH, DeFi, and NFTs are on ETH. When people get rich within the ecosystem, they cycle it around the ecosystem. So they're all my thoughts right now. Another ETH token, ENA, is one that I actually do have some exposure to. But again, ETH DeFi with a stablecoin there as well. But they're all my thoughts right now, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know there's a lot to digest there, but please do have a think about what I've just said and a listen. I try and share all my thoughts with you guys absolutely for free. So if you did enjoy, please do hit the subscribe button and share it with a friend. Also, if you do want to trade, please use my MEXC link in the description below. Or if you want to trade XRP memes, I also have an affiliate link to them as well. So I've made a complete in-depth video and newsletter about what XRP memes I own. So if you want anything like that, look at all my channels. Everything's there. It's all free. Peace up. A-Town down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.